this week we are doing a video that was requested a really long time ago.
Yeah, it's been a year or two at least.
Okay,
Probably. It's been a long time.
I don't think it's that dramatic. But
probably.
We had done a what sold video some amount of time ago. And we had sold an item that we had repaired by an amazing program that was offered directly from the brand. And we had said in that video, we can do like a video letting you know other brands that do this. And you lit up the comments saying, yes, please do that. Please do that. And I wrote it down and then I forgot.
Yeah, we forgot about it. So this video is going to be all about brands that are for reselling that have a better return or repair policy than the other brands that you resell.
Yes, and please, please, please stay till the end because we are going to tell you why you should not abuse these programs. And the story we have to tell you is crazy.
It's an urban legend at this point. I had heard about this story before reselling, before I'd even been to a thrift store.
Yeah, so it's really crazy. And I do have to give one housekeeping thing before we get into the meat of this video. There is more than 42% of you that watch these videos that are not subscribed. What are you doing? We love you, but please, subscribe. And if you are enjoying this content, remember, liking and commenting not only helps us out, but it also lets YouTube know that you like this content and they will keep showing you the content. So make sure you do that, even if you are leaving silly comments like, Tyler, hey, I like your shirt. Whatever you want to leave is so helpful to us, and we do actually get to your video requests sometimes. So leave those too.
Yeah, after years.
Yeah. So what's the first one?
Let's get started. So the first one is going to be a boring one. Everyone kind of remembers this from growing up and going to school. It's JanSport. So JanSport, the backpacks, they do have a very good repair policy. Now, the policy does not cover wear and tear of just normal use, but anything that's a manufacturer defect or pop seams or any kind of zipper issues, etc., they will repair. There is nothing that I can see in their return policy or repair policy that indicates that you have to show a proof of purchase or anything like that. So you can pick up a bag and have it repaired by sending it into them, and it seemed to be free of charge too.
Well, that's amazing. And that is a sticking point that you will notice throughout this video. We really tried not to highlight brands that had a proof of purchase requirement because we're resellers and we're not going to have proof of purchase. So we really tried on that. So if we mess that up, let us know in the comments. Second one here is North Face. I don't know if North Face is boring. I think North Face has really great items.
It's a better mid-tier bread and butter outdoor brand. So
yes.
Yeah, I think that's a step above JanSport in terms of cool factor at least.
Yes, and they have a warranty where they will cover anything that is manufacturer or workmanship defects. So this includes zippers, stuff like that. You can just send it into them and they will repair it. So I think that's a really great return policy. And nowhere does it say proof of purchase. So I think that's awesome.
So next is a brand that we haven't found a whole lot, which is Chaco. So we found it a few times. It is nice to know that they have a return or repair policy for a footwear company, which is outside the normal, to say the least. So good on you for having a repair policy related to, again, the defects, manufacturing issues, or material failure.
Yeah. Now, this is a lifetime policy. Now, a lot of these brands have clarified it's not your life, it's the product's life. So if the brand feels that the product has reached past the point of its life, they're not going to repair it. But if it's just something where a strap broke or things like that, they are willing to repair it free of charge for life of the product, which is amazing. Now, I was scrolling through Chaco's website, and it does look like it is limited to certain styles. There's a lot of them, so you're likely to fall under that style, but just keep that in mind that you might need to scroll through those styles to see if you qualify. The next one here is specifically a repair program. Now, this is Coach. So Coach apparently will repair all of their products. All you have to do is send it in. It does look like there is a little bit of a charge, but for a lot of Coach items, it may be worth it to repair the item to resell it. You know that some of these items are worth hundreds of dollars, and a repair can actually save that item instead of having to discard it. And I love that that is eco-friendly, and I think sometimes it's worth investing in items.
I think that's fair. I do think that also their repair policy is related to things that are outside of the covered under their specific warranty that you have to pay for. So they do have a policy where if you need a zipper pull or things that are just an issue that is not necessarily normal wear and tear, they will cover that for you. They will repair all of their bags across the board. You just may have to pay for it a little bit.
which I think is totally reasonable, and we are all about saving items. So please, if you see a really messed up Coach bag, maybe take a second to think, is this worth repairing? Because maybe we should save a bag. Why not?
The next one is a brand that I think we've only found the one time, and you found
so.
it. Now, this is Arterex. Arterex is a great performance outdoor brand. Think Smartwall, think anything that is hiking, camping, being outside. I've noticed a trend on a lot of these that a lot of the brands that do offer a guarantee are outdoor related. So I saw a lot of hiking bags and a lot of other...
So that eco-conscious brands are eco-friendly?
Yes, I have noticed that. So Arterex has a policy where if you send them photos of the repair request, they will make the determination on whether or not that falls into the coverage, so you don't have to worry about sending it in and having them reject the repair.
Right. So, I mean, that is a little bit more questionable. They don't necessarily cover everything, but you can send photos in and they will determine whether or not they will repair it. And as you know, if you resell Arterex, it's probably worth getting it repaired.
Yeah.
Arterex is
a
bolo. If you haven't found it, be on the lookout. That's all I got to say on that one.
Yeah, it's one of the fastest selling brands. It's up there with, like, all of the merino wool performance outdoor wear sells instantly. It's insane. It's the fastest selling category I think that we have ever come across.
Probably.
With maybe DVDs as the exception, but it's ridiculous.
The next two here we have personal experience with and is what kind of inspired the video. So we have a soft spot for these, but the first one is Patagonia. I actually learned this one on Instagram. I saw a friend of mine have a Patagonia jacket repaired. In a really
this story is
way.
hysterical.
It was really funny. But so Patagonia has a program where they will repair their items. It costs $5, and they do reserve the right to charge you more if they feel that they need to, but it's mostly $5. But they don't promise that it is going to look the same as it did before. And in the case of my friend, they had two different fabrics on the outfit, so the sleeve was different than the rest of the item.
So it was just one sleeve was fully replaced. It was like a different shade of purple or something ridiculous.
Just totally different color, which was hilarious. So while the program is amazing and it's only $5 and you can just send it in, it might look a little funny coming back.
So, I mean, we have sent one in, and they just replaced a brand new zipper pull with no questions asked. $5. It was a pretty quick turnaround. It was only a couple weeks where they just ripped off the old zipper that was broken, put on a brand new zipper, and sent it back. And I can't find any fault with that. That is solid customer service, and that is the type of guarantee on your product that just inspires a lot of confidence.
Yeah, it's a type of brand you definitely want to promote. And while it may be a little bit funny if your product comes back a little bit funky, at least it's not going into a landfill, and that is what we are all about. So I think definitely Patagonia, 2 thumbs up on that. So the next one on the list, I need to see if you guys can guess. We talk about this brand all the time. It probably is our best-selling brand on this channel.
This is the brand that actually started this entire video.
Yes.
So this brand is...
It may be the brand that kind of started us loving reselling. So leave a guess in the comments below. What brand do you think we're about to say? But do you want to give...
Spoilers? Do I want to ruin it? No, I want to draw it out for as long as humanly possible. You're going to sit here for the next 10 minutes and listen to nothing about the brand.
Until you leave that comment.
Until you leave a comment. No, the brand is Brahmin, and we talk about it so very much. I think it's the highest ASP brand that we have found on a regular basis.
Yes. Now, they have a repair program where they are willing to repair their bags. It does cost money, but if you sell Brahmin, you know that it is worth repairing their bags in many of the cases. Now, the reason that they're also included on this list, though, is they have impeccable customer service.
Yes.
So I noticed that they had a repair program, and I had a Brahmin bag that was missing a zipper pull. And I wanted to know how much it would cost to get a zipper pull. It didn't say it anywhere on the website. I couldn't find any information. So I just sent them an email and I said, hey, I'm looking for a zipper pull. How much would that cost me? And is there anywhere I can buy it? And they just said, send me your address. I will send one. If you can send me a picture, I will color match it. And yeah. And
Done.
they did.
Sold.
They sent me a zipper pull free of charge. It was amazing. The customer service is impeccable. And I definitely think that if you have a situation like that, that is a great thing for a brand to offer. I don't know another brand
that just came faster than Poshmark shipping. It was within a few days. It was at our door. Granted, Brahmin is a local to us brand, so their factory is in the same state. But I can't ask for a 10 out of 10, 11 out of, there's no words for it. It's just perfect.
Yeah, just really, really, really great customer service. And again, they do offer a repair program. So if you have a Brahmin that has some kind of problem that you think that this Brahmin could be great, but it needs repair, they do have a program for that. And I think that we do need to invest in our products rather than just tossing them away because they require a little work. So I definitely think that is true. Now, the bonus one I wanted to give you is not quite a repair program, but like it needs to be included. I feel like you agree, right? Like the bonus needs to be in here.
Yes.
Okay. So Ginger Marvin, if you don't follow them, I don't know what you're doing. You should be doing that. So we will make sure we link them down below. But they posted on their stories that Marine Layer has a program where you can send in t-shirts, apparently any t-shirts, not just
Marine Layer t-shirts, any just cotton t-shirts they will take.
You can send them any t-shirt and they will give you a $5 credit to Marine Layer per t-shirt. Now, I'm sure there are limitations. I'm sure it's like one per quarter or something similar to that. But $5 to Marine Layer, it would be great to me. I would definitely like a discount on some of their clothing. Their clothing is great. And you could definitely use that towards reselling if you want to do that. Or
you could just save it up and then just buy a couple pieces for either low or no cost to you because you've picked up a couple items.
Yeah, maybe I'll save up for a nice little dress or something. I don't know.
Absolutely. I think that's a wonderful policy to have, wanting to recycle and repurpose those t-shirts, and it saves the company money, time, and resources. I saw on their website it saved them something like a few billion gallons of water to reprocess the t-shirts. So it is wonderful to do just from an eco-friendly standpoint.
And how many of you resellers right now are sitting at home with piles of items that you're not going to sell because you've determined it's not worth enough money, that are likely t-shirts or things like that you're going to bring back to the thrift store anyway? Why not give it to a company that can use it, that cares about the environment so much that they're wanting to do this versus just source more wholesale inventory? I say it's a win-win for everybody. So we did tell you, we're going to tell you why not to abuse these programs. And I just want to be clear that what we mean is we don't want people going to the thrift stores with a list of brands that has a repair program and trying to find those items thrashed and horrible because they're so cheap, and then we're going to send them in to get repairs or new ones. Don't do that. Please, please, please don't do that because it will blow up in your face.
It has already blown up in people's faces. So this is a urban legend in the reselling community.
That is true. We validated it is true.
So LL Bean used to have probably the best return repair policy in the business. It didn't matter. You sent in normal wear and tear, fine. Defects, fine. Holes, fine. Lit on fire, fine. And what they would do is they would either repair it or replace it, no questions asked. So people have, there are documented cases where people either go to the bins and find more hole than shirt, or I've heard stories of people having dug them out of like a landfill or just a dump and returned it. It's ridiculous. They would take anything, no questions asked, and that is so worthwhile and such a wonderful thing. It is horrible.
The policy, not the sending in the dump items.
The policy that they had was a wonderful thing, not the cheating the system. Their policy is something to be appreciated and lauded. And you should want them to continue that policy because it's wonderful. I know that I have a couple pairs of socks that still have this policy from a different brand, Darn Tough Socks. But if it's going to be abused like that,
they're going to get rid of it.
It's going to go away because they have to stay in business because that's their first responsibility.
Yeah. Now, if we can put on the screen their statement out to people, there was a very long statement that I think it was the CEO made about this. It's really sad because they were really upset that they had to end the program, and it's really depressing that we as a community took advantage of this program and made it closed to everybody. So please, I beg of you, don't abuse these programs. Make sure that you're using them because you got home and realized a flaw and it's still a really valuable item, or you're using it for items that you use yourself, but do not take advantage. That is the main thing I want you to take away from this. If you are interested in what item we resold that we did have repaired, make sure you click the link on the screen here to see that.